incredible power is that? It doesn't even look like it's the true same Lord Goku as before.
Goku Godkiller vs. Beerus. Goku went through many obstacles to get to where he has come. Goku's power level is not even before. The same Saiyan who came from another reality to be able to bring balance ended up getting involved with the emotion of his new timeline and with the intention of being able to help all mortals. He was chosen by Zeno-sama and the Great Priest to become the new God-Killer. When the gods of destruction make decisions that are questioned if they really make sense, things begin to collapse and the balance between peace and chaos begins to distort. When Goku becomes enraged and decides to be the new dictator of the rulers, he believes he can bring free will to mortals. Goku trained on planet Champa, Universe 6's planet of destruction. Goku comes face to face with Beerus. Beerus says, "You will have to be your end, son, Goku." By coincidence, I appeared here in this universe. I had already some unfinished business with Zuno, the one who knows everything, and I could see that you would become a great threat. I heard that you eliminated my brother alongside 2 other gods of destruction. I don't know if you should be proud or feel guilty for the universal imbalance you've created. Vado starts watching and looks at Whis and says,
"Looks like you guys found us, brother. And Beerus is teasing Mr. Goku in an incredible loud way, right?"
Whis says,
"Oh, this battle is not yours, sis. But mortals and gods clashing is a very tense thing. Even more so after what ended up happening."
Vado says,
"What are you talking about?"
Vados keeps looking at Whis, not quite understanding the angel's words. Vados begins to feel other energies created in other universes.
"No, it's not possible, Whis. You guys actually had the courage to open the portal and release them for the seal. That's why you came after Zuno. This could cause problems even with Zeno-sama."
Whis responds,
"I just carried out the orders of the god of destruction, my lord, Lord Beerus."
Margarita interrupts and says,
"You really are amazing! Universe 6 and Universe 7 causing problems for all universes once again. I would like to be like that with my God of Destruction. Wait, I was. But now he's dead because of Universe 7, and I have to stay by your side now. Look what you've done to me.
Vado's response.
Don't be ironic, sister. You know very well that you chose to follow us because you were enchanted by Mr. Goku.
At that moment, a great collapse of energy begins to be created. Goku begins to rage with his God Killer transformation activated, and the sky begins to darken. Lightning begins to appear over the sky. Beerus says, "Incredible, Son Goku. So this is the power you always wanted to achieve." Goku smiles and says, "This is the beginning, Mr. Beerus. Prepare to be destroyed."
Hey, how's it going? Just here to remind you to click the like button, subscribe here to the channel so you don't miss any videos, and stay well inside our entire universe of Dragon Ball. Without further ado, let's get started. Great impacts begin to be created on the planet of destruction that ended up becoming a real battlefield. Goku moves forwards to attack Beerus, who starts to dodge his blows. Whis watches and says, "Interesting. Even Goku in his God Killer form, Beerus, manages to dodge all of his attacks. This is really fascinating. But I don't believe that Mr. Goku is using all his strength. This transformation is very interesting. Mr. Goku is totally similar to the skin of an angel. It seems that he has a destructive power and at the same time an angelic power. I wonder how long he trained to reach that level. Or was it granted by someone? What are you doing, Mr. Goku?"
Goku launches several energy blows at Beerus. Beerus invests a great counterattack, landing several punches on Goku, leaving Goku in a very complicated situation. Goku says, "What the hell? Mr. Beerus' power is totally different from all the other gods of destruction I fought. In fact, he's even more powerful than the first time I fought him. I was sure that story of only using 70% of his powers were lies." Beerus charges in again to attack Goku. Goku tries to dodge with his mastery of Ultra Instinct, but even so his speed doesn't keep up with Beerus. Whis says,
"Whoa! Looks like Lord Goku is cornered, isn't it, dear sister?"
Margarita starts to laugh. Whis with a neutral countenance says,
"Oh, he's hiding something, isn't it right?"
After Goku is thrown into the rubble of the planet of destruction by Beerus, the god of destruction laughs and says, "Is that the power of a God Killer form? How do they have the audacity to be destroyed by you? It's laughable. I expected more from you, Goku. Now it'll be your end." At that moment, a great laugh arises. "So you expected more from me? What should I say about you, Mr. Beerus?" I decided to test your powers, and I confess that I was surprised to see how inferior the god of destruction of my universe is. Furious Beerus says, "What are you talking about, you bastard? How dare you say that to me?" At that moment, Goku advances towards Beerus and grabs his face by sinking him into the ground. Beerus is surprised and says, "Impossible! How did he manage to get so strong?" Whis just watches. Margarita smiling says,
Oh no! It looks like the god of destruction of Universe 7 will also be eradicated by Son Goku in his God Killer form. He really got really strong, so it was no wonder he managed to defeat the other gods of destruction.
Vado says,
And that's it. Lord Goku has once again managed to eradicate a god of destruction.
At that moment, Whis smiles and says,
You really do not know Mr. Beerus or who he is. The strongest destruction cat. Lord Beerus fought all the gods of destruction in the Tournament of Power and was practically victorious. In fact, he was stopped when he was about to decide the fight against Kitela from Universe 4. And even so, he didn't use all his powers. Mr. Beerus only uses his real strength when he's really angry, which is the case now. He will show his true power.
Vados and Margarita are impressed and watch. Goku, holding Beerus' face to the ground, says,
This is the end!
At that moment, Goku starts to feel a tremendous pain in his hand and says,
What? What is that? Beerus' body begins to increase his muscle mass. What?
And Beerus' strength grows exponentially. Beerus gets up and angrily says,
Son Goku, you really think you have immeasurable power, don't you? You think you can defeat anyone with a level of strength? Well, I'll show you what I'm really capable of, and why I was named the God of Destruction of Universe 7!
Beerus increases his strength more and more and activates his Hakai form for the first time. Whis starts to smile and says,
I told you!
Margarita and Vados are frightened by the tremendous powers of a God of Destruction. At that moment, Goku God Killer says,
What the hell is this? His power keeps increasing! He doesn't even look the same beast to Beerus as before! Looks like this is going to be harder than I thought!
Beerus appears in front of Goku and says,
Get ready, Son Goku! Hakai!
The Hakai form. A long time ago, the angels who had extremely high powers developed their powers with their angelic mastery that managed to evolve their fighting styles more and more due to the purity and calm in their hearts. The angels had great ease in using the martial arts technique that it was able to move only by its instinct. With that, this technique was called Ultra Instinct. Only those who had a calm and peaceful energy were able to develop this technique. Practically with this skill, no one was able to defeat them. Due to their calmness, the angels were consecrated by the grace of just protecting and helping the gods for balance. All beings that had an ounce of anger in their bodies could not match their powers with the powers of angels. With that, the gods of destruction that always accompanied the angels on their journeys were always considered weaker than them, due to the power level of Ultra Instinct technique being highly superior to the fighting style of a common mortal. Even if this god of destruction tried to use Ultra Instinct, the difficulty was tremendous because they always act on impulse, and this results in a loss of ki control, resulting in practically a double-edged sword in a battle. Until the moment a god of destruction developed a technique that his fury was revealed. His instincts stopped acting by themselves and his battle ego began to speak louder. No matter how much more blows he receives, he will always remain standing. And with each blow you receive, the greater your strength will be. This way, it doesn't matter the only way the angel's Ultra Instinct mastery could be fought against. It would be with the mastery of Ultra Ego. After this, the first god of destruction raised this technique. The other gods of destruction managed to develop it. Among them, a specific god of destruction that managed to perfect it, and at the same time managed to dominate the Ultra Instinct as well. The Ultra Ego and Ultra Instinct combined in one body. That being was Beerus, who was considered with Beerus the Destroyer. Back to current times. Beerus comes face to face with Goku. Beerus Hakai Ultra Ego versus God Killer Goku. Goku God Killer is impressed to see Beerus the Destroyer in this new form of his. Beerus appears in front of Goku and says,
Hakai!
Goku's arm begins to disintegrate. Whis says,
Looks like Mr. Beerus is hitting it hard now.
Margarita speaks,
Oh no! Is this the end of Mr. Goku?
Vados interrupts and says,
You know very well that Mr. Goku is a god killer. He wouldn't be defeated so easily.
Goku begins to experience great pain as he sees his arm disintegrating in his god killer form. Goku screams,
Damn it, damn it, damn it! That could have happened!
At that moment, Beerus says,
This is just the beginning of the suffering you will experience if you challenge the great Beerus the Destroyer! Die, Son Goku!
At that moment, Goku dodges and starts watching. Goku says,
Damn it! He's more powerful with this Hakai form! It is very similar to Vegeta's Ultra Ego! But there's something different! He can move just like me! Is that Ultra Instinct? But it seems that he does not feel pain just like Vegeta when he's using his Ultra Ego. Wait, actually Vegeta is in pain. I remember his fight against Gast in Granola.
Even though Vegeta landed several blows on them, they asked the dragons from the Super Dragon Balls of their planet's dragon to be the most powerful warriors in the universe. Even so, Vegeta narrowly missed defeating the Granola, but he couldn't reach the limit of his Ultra Ego. I see. I know everything.
Goku starts increasing his power even more. Goku closes his eyes and begins to regenerate his body, and his arm that had been torn off by Beerus' Hakai recovers. Beerus' Hakai says,
Interesting power. Just like Majin Buu, you still managed to recover your body from losses that seem crucial. Let's see how you will cope when your body is completely disintegrated by my Hakai!
Whis watches and speaks.
Oh, this fight is really intense! Who would have thought that Mr. Goku would go so far as to make Mr. Beerus reach that level? It seems that Mr. Goku sees no limits to his powers! This all reminds me of the Tournament of Power. Everyone believed Jiren was the most powerful mortal there, and we were talking about just 45 minutes of fighting in the arena. In fact, perhaps when Jiren arrived, he was the most powerful, but Mr. Goku knew all the responsibility he had, and that if he was defeated, Universe 7 would be completely eradicated. And this way, he managed to overcome his limits, and after creating a Spirit Bomb and having recovered it back, he was able to activate his Ultra Instinct for the first time. Will he now grow yet another way? After all, Mr. Goku always surprises us, doesn't he? Oh my. Oh, look at Mr. Beerus. Don't go acting ugly. You're already in your Hakai form.
Vados says,
Let's just watch what will happen after all. The battle of these two can decide the future of all universes.
Goku with his regenerated body says,
Kaioken 10 times!
Beerus' Hakai says,
What? Can he use Kaioken in this state? Curse you, Son Goku!
After Goku activates his Kaioken increase 10 times, Goku advances and starts to launch several attacks on Beerus. Beerus tries to dodge by combining his Ultra Instinct with his Ultra Ego, but it has no effect. Beerus receives full blows from Goku God Killer, who in addition to increasing his speed, has increased his strength exponentially. Beerus falls to the ground and starts screaming from the pain he was feeling. At that moment, Goku God Killer loses his Kaioken increasing 10 times. Goku God Killer slowly advances towards Beerus and says,
Mr. Beerus, there's no use in running away. This is the end for you. Now you'll know my true power, and you will understand what I'm capable of.
Vados looks and says,
The two are finished, but Mr. Beerus is on the ground and Goku is charging towards him.
Margarita says,
It's the end for Mr. Beerus! Ooh! Really, this form of Lord Goku is incredible! This must be why Daishika and Zeno-sama chose him to be the new God Killer.
Whis observes with a serious face and speaks.
I believe you're wrong, sisters.
Margarita and Vados just watch. Whis says,
Mr. Beerus just fell to the ground. He's still, but we don't know if he's actually unconscious. His Hakai form is extremely difficult to use for the simple reason that he combined his energy of destruction with the energy of creation. What do I mean by that? Mr. Beerus is able to switch between Ultra Instinct with his Ultra Ego. Can you feel tremendous anger coming from his body? His state has been changed to Ultra Ego. You know exactly what that means.
Margarita and Vados says,
It cannot be!
Goku walks up to Beerus and says,
Thanks for all the teachings in the past, but now it's your end, Lord Beerus.
The moment Goku lands the finishing blow on Beerus,
Beerus quickly stands up with the mastery of Ultra Ego and smiles insanely and says, Ultra Hakai!
Goku says,
What? How is this possible? No!
Goku's body is fully eradicated by Beerus' Hakai. Goku disappears. Goku God Killer was eradicated by Beerus' Hakai. Planet of Destruction, Universe 6. Beerus is sitting on a rock in his base form. Whis says,
Beerus-sama, you really were amazing in that fight. For a second I thought you would be defeated.
Vados says,
I cannot believe it. Mr. Goku was eliminated? I didn't know Mr. Beerus was so strong. Now who will I be able to follow?
Whis says,
What will you do now, Mr. Beerus? Will it resurrect the gods of destruction who were killed by Son Goku with the Dragon Balls?
Beerus looks serious and responds,
You know very well that if I was interested in reviving those idiots, I would ask you to do it. After all, angels can revive mortals, right? just like you did with Frieza in a tournament of power.
Whis responds, "Oh, don't be so rude, Mr. Beerus. I was just joking around."
Beerus says, Whis, now that Son Goku is no longer upon us, I will find a way to deal with the supreme gods we brought back to show Daishikan and Zeno-sama that without us, the gods of destruction, the balance will become a true catastrophe, and devastation will take over. In the end, we will be the true saviors of everything.
At that moment, Margarita starts to laugh. This is way too funny. Awesome! Awesome! Beerus watches and says,
What's so funny?
Whis just looks around and is surprised. Oh, looks like something has changed. Margarita continues to laugh and says, Wait just a minute. You guys were so in shock that Goku received the Ultra Hakaishins, you didn't realize that even though his body has been extinguished, his presence is still there for a universe.
Beerus speaks. What? Impossible! Damn it! That couldn't have happened, as his presence is still here among us!
Beerus rages more and more. Whis says, Oh, calm down, Mr. Beerus. That really wasn't easy to understand. The moment you eradicated Mr. Goku's body, any being in a normal form would have been destroyed, but this God-Killer transformation of Mr. Goku is still a mystery. I mean, then that he still has something like omnipotence, maybe? Wait, how did he get those powers? This form actually managed to deceive us for a short time. But anyway, where is Mr. Goku now? Unknown galaxy. A voice comes up.
Where am I? What is this place? Did I die? Is this the end?
Little by little, Goku begins to regain his consciousness. Goku says, Where's my body? It feels like I'm part of it all. What? It's not possible. Even in the beating God-Killer form I took from Mr. Beerus. What do I do now? This couldn't have happened. Miss Fados, Miss Margarita. Even with your training, I wasn't able to defeat him. Beerus' power is totally different from all other gods of destruction I've seen. Damn it. I need to get my body back. But how am I gonna do this? Wait, I remember my fight against Mr. Beerus. He had ripped my arm first with his Akai, but in the heat of the moment I managed to use my God-Killer energy and regenerated it. Can I use all this energy to recover my entire body? It's worth trying. Goku with omnipotence that was the result of the God-Killer energy creates a junction of actions in space, and after a big explosion again, his body is recreated. Goku says, That was amazing! The God-Killer energy is just too much! In fact, if it wasn't for her, I would be dead by now. Oof. So it means that my journey is not over yet. Oh wait. Where am I? Goku God-Killer had managed to recover his body after his fight against Beerus, but due to having reached the form of omnipotence, he had lost consciousness and appeared somewhere. At that moment, Goku says, Wait, I know. Just need to feel the Earth's energy here. I'm sure I'll be able to talk to my friends until I can recover my powers and train to challenge the gods. If I hide my ki, for sure they won't realize I'm here. Goku feels the energy of the Earth, and at that moment he already teleports there. However, he has a totally different view of things. Goku sees a peaceful Earth. Goku says, What's going on here? Days ago I had to fight against several beings and even invade the Makai realm so that I could bring balance to the Earth. The Earth had been invaded and Gohan and Piccolo had to fight several enemies. This does not make any sense. Goku saw many peaceful inhabitants going to their jobs and living peacefully. Goku is confused and says, What's going on here? I know. I have to go to Bulma's house. When Goku teleports to the Capsule Corporation, Goku is faced with a totally different image and says, Wait, I could have sworn this was Bulma's house. If this isn't Bulma's house, where is Vegeta? Wait, Goten, Gohan, Chi-Chi! I have to go to my house. When Goku teleports to his home location, he also sees a different, completely place in the mountains. Goku feels a monstrous energy training, and he has a young man appearing 20 years old and with black hair throwing several punches at a tree. The young man stops his training and looks at Goku. Hey, how did you get here? Wait, I know you. You're Son Goku, the mortal who defeated Jiren in the Tournament of Power. Your fight was incredible. My name is Yami. Goku looks at a young man and says, Yeah, that's me. You seem to be very strong. I could feel your power from afar. Yami questions, But what are you doing here, Son Goku? I mean, Mr. Goku. Goku responds, Here? What do you mean? Are we not from Earth? I was fighting Mr. Beerus and I was almost eradicated. Yami says, Did you fight the God of Destruction from Universe 7? Oh, amazing! Goku says, I became the new God Killer. I was supposed to destroy Mr. Beerus just like I did some Gods of Destruction to bring balance. But that knocked me down because I wasn't prepared yet. And wait, as you know Mr. Beerus too, who are you? At that moment Yami says, You tried to eliminate a God of Destruction? Well, thanks to Lord Ewan, the Earth has lived in peace for millennia. And you think with this God Killer thing you can do as you please? Yami starts raising his ki even more. Goku says, What? Who is Ewan? Yami responds by shouting, Ewan is the God of Destruction of this universe, which is Universe 1, and I'm considered the 7th most powerful mortal in all universes. Thanks to my power, Universe 1 didn't have to fight in the Tournament of Power. I even had recognition from Zeno-sama. I know that you had a great performance in the Tournament of Power, and you were a good person, but I can see I was wrong. I won't let you do anything to Mr. Ewan. You are in Universe 1, Son Goku, and I'm the room maker here. Goku says, You don't seem like a bad person. So that's it. It's explained then. This guy's very strong. Let's start then. Come! Goku versus Yami, the 7th most powerful warrior in the universe. Among all the threats that appeared in all universes, Goku was selected to be the new God Killer. Goku had managed to defeat 3 Gods of Destruction due to being caught unexpectedly by his God Killer transformation. But these same gods did not accept the outcome of these battles. However, the Beerus, God of Destruction from Universe 7 had finally appeared on the planet Destruction from Universe 6 where Goku was training with Vados and Margarita. Goku and Beerus had an insane battle. Beerus knew about Goku's abilities and every development he would raise. Beerus, when activating his Hakai Ultra Ego form, manages to send Goku to another dimension, believing that he had eliminated Goku. But Goku was in his God Killer form where he was still discovering his powers. Goku in another unknown dimension had gone to Earth, where he did not find his friends that he knew, until the moment he saw a young man with extremely powerful energy and said that he would end all of the Gods of Destruction. The young man becomes enraged, revealing himself to be a disciple of the first God of Destruction, Ewan, and to be the 7th most powerful warrior in all universes. Goku versus Yami. The battle begins. Palace at the center of all universes by Zeno-sama. Zeno-sama is playing alongside his guards. Zeno-sama says, Justice! Kamehameha! Oh, these techniques are awesome! They look really amazing! We need to do another Tournament of Power! Goku was amazing using that Ultra Instinct power! Now he has the power of a God Killer. I'm sure no one will be able to stop him. Zeno-sama's guards are just watching. Daishikan starts to notice and says, Looks like Mr. Goku's God Killer transformation still has some flaws, Mr. Zeno. Zeno responds, Oh! What do you mean, Daishikan? Daishikan says, It seems that Mr. Goku has raised his powers even more, reaching extremely high levels. But the Gods of Destruction that were defeated did not have time to use their entire level of Hakai power, because they believed that the limit of Son Goku's powers were the levels of an Ultra Instinct as he had shown in the Tournament of Power. On the other hand, Beerus was not on the Earth of Universe 7. He stayed for a while on the kingdom of the hakaishins solving pending issues, and when he returned to Earth and found out about the attitudes of Lord Goku, He was directly next to Whis behind Goku, who carried out his training directly on the planet of destruction of Universe 6. So the two fought insanely, and apparently at first, Beerus with practically all his powers erased Goku's existence. Zeno-sama says,
What? No! Goku cannot die! We're the ones who gave him the test of a god killer. He cannot be defeated like that!
Daishikan interrupts. Calm down, Mr. Zeno. I said that apparently he had been eradicated, but I can still feel his energy in a distant universe. Mr. Goku is certainly in another place. He will get much stronger. We know that in several timelines there are several beings that are extremely powerful, including the list of the strongest of the universes. In the Tournament of Power, 4 universes did not fight because their power level was much higher than that of another mortal. So if we analyze, in addition to other gods of destruction, Mr. Goku may have to face mortals as strong as the gods of destruction who are carrying out their training. Let's wait and see what his god killer journey will result in, Mr. Zeno. Zeno observes and speaks.
I knew Goku would make it out of this. He will defeat as many warriors as necessary to bring balance.
At this time, on Earth in Universe 1, Goku was fighting Yami. Goku activates his Super Saiyan 1 and says, "This guy has a very calm energy. He doesn't seem like a Saiyan, but he doesn't look like a human either. Let me test his powers. If he's saying he is the 7th more powerful in the universe, he must be pretty strong." I remember the Daishikan said he was among the 5 powerfuls in the universes, but it wasn't clear if he was the strongest or not. Like it or not, this guy is saying it's only 2 placements down. At that moment, Yami says, "Hey, what are you whispering about? Dragon Roar!" An enormous aura of a gigantic dragon is cast over Goku. Goku says, "What kind of attack is that?" Goku, transformed into a Super Saiyan, tries to hold off the attack. Goku says, "This image of this dragon, it's just like Sarong. Who is this guy?" Goku begins to back away and engulfed by the dragon's energy released by Yami. Yami says, "That is the end of you. You are strong. Your mistake was wanting to end a god of destruction. I'll talk to Mr. Ewan about it." God killer? That is a bunch of bullshit. A big explosion appears and Yami is scared. Yami says, "What the hell? This guy withstood my attack." At that moment, Goku activates his Super Saiyan Blue form plus Kaioken. His shirt is all torn off. Goku appears and speaks. "This can only be a joke. This guy's really strong. I'm excited." Yami speaks. Just like they said in the Tournament of Power. He managed to get stronger. I'm sure you're not fighting with all your strength now. Come on, Lord Goku. Show me all your strength. Smiling, Yami charges forward again to attack Goku. The two begin to exchange several punches. Goku speaks. "This guy's really strong. He didn't even care that I jumped from another Super Saiyan Blue with Kaioken and is fighting at the same level. He laughs at me to show my powers, but he continues the same way. I will only remain like this." Goku starts laughing. I should have known by now. He knows my abilities from the Tournament of Power. Looks like your god of destruction passed all the informations onto him, so I have no choice. Goku concentrates and activates his Ultra Instinct transformation. His hair turns white. Fascinated, Yami looks and speaks. "So that's the mastered Ultra Instinct. The skill that not even the gods can manage with ease. Very well. Show me all your strength." Goku begins to quickly dodge Yami's blows. Yami watching speaks. "Damn it! His movements have increased enormously. It looks like he's a lot more agile than before. I'm going to need to increase my speed." Yami begins to read Goku's movements. Yami says, "That's amazing. I can read his punches even at this stage. Come, Goku. You'll receive my Dragon Roar!" Goku looks and speaks. "What? Did he manage to get even stronger? This guy is definitely not an Earthling." Yami starts to laugh and says, Fascinating! You withstood that attack as well. Yami raises his power and speaks. You are from the Saiyan race, the primate apes. I'm Yami from the Rajing race, from the descendant of the dragon Salama. Come at me with all your strength, Son Goku. Goku says, What? Rajin race? Goku is startled to discover that Yami is actually from the Rajin race, the race descended from dragons. Goku speaks, so that means that in other universes there are several different races. This guy's level of fighting power is literally equal to or greater than that of a god of destruction. I really need to get a lot stronger if I want to recreate the balance of the universes. That's a lot of strong guys. I'm getting excited about all of this. The two began to fight in a very exciting way on Earth. Goku had forgotten the essence of a god killer and fought Yami like two martial arts fighters. Yami says, You know, Son Goku, if we hadn't met with you having this crazy essence in your head of destroying gods, surely we could have become great partners. Too bad I have to end you. Goku smiles and says, Let's see if you can do that. Planet of Destruction, Universe 1. Awamo, the Angel of Universe 1, begins to observe. Oh, Sir Ivan, can you see this? A few days ago, I noticed a new presence of God Killer here in our universe. And from what I'm noticing, now this presence got stronger. It looks a lot like the mortal who had an excellent performance in the Tournament of Power. In fact, I'm sure he's the one fighting Yami right now. But what surprises me is his energy is totally different from before. From what I can see, he managed to awaken the powers of a God Killer and was authorized to destroy the gods of destruction to cause balance. I also feel strange energies in Universe 6, apart from the fact that a few days ago I noticed Champa's essence. What is going on? Did you ever think he might want to come after you, Lord Iwan? At the moment, the god of destruction of Universe 1 observes and speaks.
It doesn't matter. Before he comes after me, I'll surprise him and go after him. I'm not afraid of any other being who says he's superior to me. My legacy as a god of destruction goes back millennia. And there have been several who claim to be god killers who fell to the powers of Universe 1. The first universe has the most powerful warriors of all time, and the seventh strongest of the universes is here with us. Come on, Yami! Let's go see Yami. Awamo starts watching and says,
Confident as ever. That's to be expected from Universe 1.
Back to Earth from Universe 1. Goku screams, Yami! Ah!
Yami screams,
Dragons! Roar!
Yami says, I've seen his technique a long time ago. It won't help you, Son Goku. Yami teleports up and appears behind Goku and hits him with a big punch. Yami says, I hit you! Even with the mastery of Ultra Instinct, I managed to read your movements again. Ha ha ha! You're nothing, Son Goku! Goku responds,
Dragon Fist!
At that moment, a large image of Shenron appears over Goku's fist and Yami startles, speaking. What the hell is that? He possesses a technique that symbolizes an ancient dragon. I remember like it was yesterday. This is the image of the Shenron Golden Dragon. Who is this mortal who defies the gods and still has the abilities of a supreme ancient god?
Goku, now you're pissing me off!
Yami begins to increase his powers even more and tries to launch several attacks on Goku. Goku again dodges, but his Ultra Instinct energy begins to reduce. Goku speaks.
Damn it! Looks like I need to cut back a bit to get my energy back. Yami?
You are very strong, but our fight is about to end. Yami smiles and says, What are you talking about, Goku? Goku says, You certainly have the power level of a god of destruction, and I have developed the perfect way to bring balance between universes. This was the way I used to eliminate 3 gods of destruction.
Know now my true form. God Killer!
Yami watches impressed and says, What gigantic power is this?
He's increased his strength exponentially in a massive way! What the heck? Does a Saiyan have all that strength potential? Goku's body turns all blue. His hair turns spiky white and his Saiyan power becomes totally divine. Again, Goku God Killer appears. Furious Yami says,
Who do you think you are? So you were just joking around? Ah!
Yami runs and charges forward to attack Goku. Goku receives a series of hits from Yami, but none of these hits have any effect on Goku. Goku says, It's no use. You're a strong guy, but you won't be able to beat me like that. Goku starts to land several punches on Yami to the point that the descendant of the dragon race is on the sidelines. Yami says, It's impossible. He's too strong. It's a whole different level than the level I saw him utilize in a tournament of power. What the hell is this? Yami begins to increase his power even more and tries to exchange several punches with Goku God Killer. The discrepancy of powers between Goku in his God Killer form with Yami were totally surreal. Goku's strength increasingly increased, and Yami for the first time appeared to be feeling the feeling of fear.
I just love the smell of fear.
Yami says, It's not possible. For the first time, I'm afraid. I'm feeling that the enemy really can beat me. This power he's showing is really fantastic. It seems that not even a god of destruction could defeat him. Goku watches and says, You're finally understanding that you won't be able to defeat me, are you? Now you will understand the true power of a god killer. I have no intention of breaking up with you, but please get out of my way. Otherwise, it will be indeed the end for you. I don't know how someone as strong as you is allied with a god of destruction. They just want to eradicate planets and end lives to bring balance. At that moment, Yami says, Fear, despair, formidable feelings I'm feeling. I've never felt this before. You're truly amazing, Goku. But fear is just a feeling that can be overcome. Now you made me really serious. Goku watches and speaks. But what is this guy doing? But what the hell is going on with this guy? So far it didn't look like he was beaten. At that moment, Yami begins to raise his ki and transform. His body begins to create a dragon skin, and his ki begins to increase exponentially. Yami says, God Killer, huh? This is my Destroyer Drag form. Now, Son Goku. Now this fight will really begin. Goku smiles and speaks. I should have guessed that to be the 7th most powerful in the universe, you would definitely be able to do something like that. Yami changes his face to a serious one and says,
Goku, this is your end.
At that moment, a huge explosion appears in another location on Earth. E1, the god of destruction from Universe 1, arrives. To be continued. What will be the outcome of this battle? And what do you think and what do you believe about all of this? Regardless of what it is more than important that you arrive exposing it in your comments so that we can enter into that crazy debate. Don't forget to click the like button, subscribe here to the channel, and hit the bell so you don't miss any videos. And that's it for today. I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.